morning. This is Simply Stacy here. As promised, I have a wonderful treat for you today. We have a little recipe that we're going to work on. And before we get started, let's go ahead and let me get myself prepped up so that, I don't make a mess of things, I'm always making a mess of things. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna put our apron on. Remember, I always say if you're making anything that has coloring, please be sure to protect your surfaces and what have you. I'm good because I have a nice colorful countertop, so I'm really not worried about stains or anything of that nature. And I'll be right back. Let me wash my hands, always important. So while I'm at this, what we're going to do today, we're going to make gummy bears. What? Yes, we're going to make some healthy gummy bears. So what I do, I like to make different kinds of gummies, especially for my grandchildren during the winter seasons, the cold seasons, and things like that. So, but today I'm going to make a gummy that is for energy. That's what we're going to do today. So just give me a moment here. Let me get my pot. So I've already taken the liberty to separate everything that we're going to use. But for instance, we have our gelatin. This is unsweetened gelatin. They come in these little packs like this. And each one of them is about a tablespoon. So we use all 4 packs that come in the box. We need 4 tablespoons of gelatin. And I like this brand, the Knox brand. I like this brand because it's unflavored, of course, and it's only 5 calories and there's 0 carbs, what have you. So I like using this brand. So then we have a little bit of lemon and lime juice. I love that because it's good for you. And what else do we have? That's it. So what we're going to do first, we need a cup of juice. Now, it could be any juice that you want to use, whether it's orange juice, cranberry juice, whatever juice. You know I make my own juices. So this is my pomegranate juice that I made the other day. I did upload a video, so make sure you go back and look at it to show you how it was made, okay? So first things first, we just want to make this juice a little warm. We don't want it to come to a boil. We just really want it warm enough. The pot was already good and hot for us. So we just really want to make it warm enough to be able to dissolve our gelatin, okay? So let's get this back in a measuring cup. Again, we only need a cup of it. And I think I already measured it pretty decently. Yep, all right. Then we're gonna pour it right inside here in our bowl. Okay, and then of course you're gonna need a spatula. Or what is this thing, a mixer? Yeah, yes, you're gonna need that. So we're going to give it a few drops of lemon juice and a few drops of the lime juice. Now, feel free to play with this. You can use extracts because there are a lot of different extracts. The orange extracts, the banana flavor. You can really play with this, but keep in mind you only want a cup of your liquid to start with. So make sure that if you're adding other little things, it all comes equated to a cup, okay? All right. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix this gelatin really good. Pour it all in there, right? Okay, and then we're gonna mix it up. Now you wanna make sure that you mix it very, very well. You wanna get it all blended in with no lumps, anything of that nature. And again, I use Panax Ginseng. I use that. And that again is for um, energy and stamina. That's what it's for. You may need to pop a gummy throughout the day if you're tired, you're feeling a little tired, you need a little bit of energy. And I used about 2 tea bags. So what I did before I finished the juice, I heated my juice up, and I have my little packets of my Panax Gensengs right here. So they're very potent. They're absolutes, so they're very strong. So I put 2 of those tea bags in the liquid to let it sit for, after I brought it to a little simmer, I let it sit in there for, I think it was for about an hour. You don't have to have an hour, but it was about an hour or so because I was doing other things. So that's why it was there like that. So you soak it in there, you're getting all the nutritions, everything out of that tea bag, and then you just, that's how you're gonna make your gummies, right? And we just make sure when you put your lemon and your lime, you make sure you get rid of all the seeds, because you don't wanna be chewing down on a gummy and then you end up getting seeds in it, okay? Again, when you're making these gummies, you can surprise yourself and just be creative. Whatever juices that you think you'd like or your children would like. This here, I made this for my husband. Sometimes throughout the day, he's a little exhausted, so just pop a gummy, and it's all natural. You see the ingredients I put in it. We don't have to worry about other additives because it's not shelf life. So basically, once you do them, you're just gonna put them in a refrigerator. I have a cute little mold that I use for my gummies. So once the gummies are done and they're finished, I would leave it in the refrigerator for about an hour. And once they're done, they're good to go. You can pop them out of the mold, and then you can put them in a jar, such as what I'll be doing. You put them in a jar and you just put it in the refrigerator. And you can just pop one when you need them. Now remember, they're all organic, it's natural. It's no other chemicals in it, nothing to make it reserved for shelf life. It is natural. You can make the lemon ones with real lemon, and if you want, you can just put a little lemon zest to give it some cute little flavors. The blueberries, whatever you decide you want to make, it's all made the same way. And I'm very creative. I make the ginger gummies as well. I make the ones for cholesterol, believe it or not. I make the ones for brain memory, so you can remember things. I'm very creative with them. So just keep in mind, you can do all of that. So once you've mixed it really well, your next step is you just want to make sure you have a syringe, because these gummy molds are very small. You just pretty much want to fill up the gummy mold and put it in the refrigerator. And that's it. That's that simple. And let's see. Let's pop one out. So I made one yesterday, so this way you can actually see what they look like. Look at that. Your own fresh gummy. Very good. Now, if you like them to be sweet, you can add your own sweetener, your honey, monk fruit, whatever you desire to put in it. If you want it to be sweet, remember, I'm not a sweet girl, so I just used my pomegranate juice, and that was it. That was enough. That's sweet enough. The more gelatin you put, the thicker these will get. So you can add an extra pack in there just to make it a little bit more firm if that's what you want. Once you made your first one, your first batch, you'll know what you want, okay? And that's that. So now I'm going to take all these little gummies and I'm going to place them in my jar and put it in the refrigerator. And we are good to go. This was already pre-made. I'm going to go ahead and lock those in and get those all settled and done as well. But that's it. You see how easy that was? That was amazing. Love it. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought it would be cute and fun. It's a great activity for your children to actually let them make their own gummies. Again, I use elderberry for the cold seasons. You can do your own orange with a real orange. You just juice your orange. You can add a little bit of zinc. The good thing about these, you don't have to worry about when you go to the store and the store has everything mixed in together. So you're not really getting the full effect of what you're trying to achieve. Especially if there's a lot of cold and flu and all of that going on, you literally get to make your own separate and you know you're getting full strength, okay? And like I said, it's a great activity for the children so that they can learn how to make their own gummies. Isn't that cute? So I thought I'd share that with you for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You can find me on my Instagram at healthychoice_Stacy Ann, or you can find me on TikTok or YouTube, simply Stacy Ann. That's how you find me. Thank you so very much for your time. I always have a great time having conversations with you guys. I really do. Have a great time. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and take care of you.